Hey everyone, how are you? In this video, we are going to solve the lead code problem group anagrams. The problem category is of medium level, but we are going to solve it in a very easy way. And after watching this video, you will always remember the solution and you will be able to solve it easily. In the problem, we are given an array of strings, strs. We need to group the anagrams together. You can return the answer in any order. It's a very simple problem. We are given an array and we have a lot of strings in this array. We just need to group the anagrams together. What are anagrams? We have already solved this anagrams problem. You can find that solution on the I link, where we were trying to find out that are the two strings anagram of each other or not. But in short, let me tell you that two strings are anagram of each other if they are made up of same characters. For example, eat and tea. You can see that eat and tea are grouped together in the output. We have EAT, eat, and TEA, Eat is made up of E, A, and T. T is made up of E, A, and T, right? So the characters in the strings should be same, their frequencies should be same, and if they have the same frequency, just group them together. The output we need is a list or an array, and in this array we should have multiple arrays, and every array is a group in itself in which each of the data or the strings are the anagram of each other. For example, we have eat, tea, and ate. All these three strings are made up of same characters, so they are in the same group. Then we have this tan and nat. They are in the same group because they are made up of same characters. Then we have bat, which is made up of A, B, and T. It doesn't have any other element in its group because it is unique. It doesn't have any other anagrams or strings which contain same characters A, B, and T. Alright, so first of all, let me write the input EAT, then we have TEA, then we have TAN, then we have ATE, then NAT, and then BAT. See, the simple thing is you will have to understand that the anagrams are made up of same characters, right? So simply we need to count the characters and store their count. So what we can do is we can actually create a tuple. I will tell you why we are creating a tuple and not a list. We can create a tuple of length 26. Why 26? Because the strings are made up of lowercase English characters. We can see that in the constraints, the strings consist of lowercase English characters, and we have 26 different characters, right? We have A, then B, then we have C up to Z. So we have 26 characters. So initially we can say that we have the count of all these characters 0. Then we are going to go through each of the string and store their counts. Let's comment it out and let's start our initial part. So we can say for s in strs, let's run a loop in the strings and let's create a temporary tuple. This will have 0 26 times. And since we have to update the values of this count, first let's make it as a list because in tuple we cannot update the value. So first let's keep it as a list. Now let's run a loop in our string. So for c in s, every string is s, right? Now we are trying to access the characters of our string, and then we can say temp, and inside the temp we can say ord of the current character c minus 97 plus equal to 1. Now what is this logic? See, the thing is we are having 26 characters, right? Or 26 indexes. The indexes are going to be 0, 1, 2 up to 25, right? 0 is for a, 1 is for b, 2 is for c, and 25 it will be for z, right? Whenever I see a character, if it is a, I have to update the index number 0 and update the count of that particular index. This is to tell that we got a one time or two time or three time, depending upon the number of times we get the a or any character in our current string s. The Unicode value of a is 97. For b it is 98. For c it is 99. So it goes up to 122. But for a, which has a Unicode of 97, we want 0. So that is why for every character we are first trying to find out its Unicode value using ORD function, and then we are saying minus 97. If you say minus 97, then this will become 0. Next will be to 1, then 2, then 3 up to 25. And that is what we need, right? So that's the logic to find the current characters index in our temporary list. Now once we are able to find the count of each of our character and store it in the temp, what we can do is we can actually convert this temp to a tuple. So we can say temp is equal to tuple. Now the reason of converting this temp to a tuple is we want to group all these counts. For example, the count for EAT, TEA, and ATE, it will look same, right? The list will look same because they are anagrams of each other. So we want to group those together. If you want to group those together, you will have to store them somewhere else, right? So what we can do is we can actually create a dictionary. We can say result is equal to a dictionary, right? The key of this dictionary can actually be this count, because this count is going to be same for all the strings which are anagram of each other, right? So using this count we can group them together. But in a dictionary the key should be hashable, and a list is not a hashable data type, and that is why we convert it to a tuple, which is a hashable data. Basically, when you can change the value of any data type, then that is not hashable. For tuple you cannot change the value, right? So that is why it is a hashable data. So what we can do is we can say result of temp dot append s. Now what is this logic? Basically we are saying that in a result, which is a dictionary, we are having a key and we are going to have a value, right? The values are actually going to be our string and the key is going to be their count. For every string who has the same count, those are the anagrams of each other. So we are going to store them in a common list, right? So better to take a default dictionary instead of a dictionary, because if we take a dictionary, then we will have to apply a logic to check that is this temp already in our dictionary or not. So let's avoid this particular logic. We can do it in a optimized way. We can say from collections import default dict. The import is already done in a LeetCode environment, but just to tell you I am importing this. Let me actually delete all these things. Now what we can do is we can say this, we have a result, right? This will be a default dictionary and every data in our default dictionary should be a list. And now we can say that result of temp dot append s. So what will happen whenever you get a count, the count is actually a tuple of 26 characters or 26 counts. For the strings which are anagrams of each other, this value is going to be same. So those are going to be appended in a common list, right? Now if I just try to print the value of result, as of now we are not submitting our solution, just run this, then you will see that all the anagrams are grouped together. You can see we have eat, tea and 8, they are grouped together and their key is a tuple of 26 length. We have 1 at A and at E and at T. These are the indexes for A, T and E, or A, E and T. Similarly, tan and nat are stored together and bat is stored together. Now we need to return a list, right? So we need to convert our data to a list. We need to convert this dictionary to a list and basically their values has to be in a list. So we have a function for this. We have res.values. Now if I just return this and we can just say convert it as a list. Now if I just run this, you will see that all the anagrams are grouped together. You can see all the test cases are fine, the sample test cases, and this is what the output is, right? All the anagrams are together, grouped together in a list, and now we can just submit this. This is going to pass all the test cases. You can see the solution, it is very clean, and runtime wise it is really good. Memory wise it is also fine. We are using some memory, we are using a default dictionary, we are using a temporary data. So guys, we have solved this particular problem, and that's it for this video. If you understood the problem and the solution approach, then make sure that you hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, then make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well. And if you have any questions, then make sure that you put it in the comment box. I will see you guys in the next video. I want to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching this one.